Sometimes you hear stories of women who try to disguise themselves as men and become soldiers. Um, Rumors abound on that, but it's happened, I think, very rarely.
Very rarely. There were women who did succeed for a short period of time, and in one army or the other, as passing as a male.
Mhm.
And staying with the army. But as soon as they were found out, for one reason or another,
Often, if you were injured and clothing is taken off,
yes,
and then
they were forcibly removed. They were drummed out of camp basically because that certainly was against the good order of the army.
right,
to have
yes,
women.
not thought to be good for morale. I think it would vary. I think the most common motivation would be the same reason that people would become camp followers, for love of someone already in the army, and to be able to be close to them and keep an eye on them. But I think for some women, perhaps adventure. I
Or
think,
patriotism.
yeah,
There were some, I'm sure, that were that believed in the cause they were fighting for.
I think that's true. Yes, who felt that the things that were open to them as women weren't doing enough to help or advance the situation they cared about. Wanted to do something more active.
But again, I think those women were very, very few and far between.
I think so.
So it is. We wouldn't want to create the idea that there were lots of women serving in the
No.
ranks. There were not.
And I think the reason we hear stories of the ones there were is because they were such an unusual thing to happen, such an oddity. That the stories come down.
Click the subscribe button below and the bell icon to get notifications for new videos about George Washington and behind-the-scenes work at Mount Vernon.